Hey everyone! So, you see these time lapses on YouTube where artists show how they created amazing figures and plushies? Yes, those where you can see all the clean organization. When it's really well prepared and it looks like a professional's work. Well, I'm absolutely not that kind of artist. See, I'm kinda organized in my life, but when it comes to art, I tend to improvise everything, do with what I find in my room, painting with my fingers and turning my desk into a battlefield. Plus, I don't have the money to buy proper art features. But I managed to do what I want, so yup, this is the video of how everything went wrong, but it turned out pretty good. I'm making a Sammy figure. Oh, and you may have noticed I don't have any proper equipment to record, so the quality is really bad. Also, English is not my mother tongue, well, my bad. Have fun! First I managed to get some wire to make a rough skeleton. Building the structure, adding a bit of aluminium paper. Then I noticed the clay I was about to use was way too dry to be used. So I decided to use black Fimo clay instead. I didn't want to use it at first because I had not much of it left and I wasn't sure if I could model the whole thing with it. But it turned out I had just the amount of clay I needed. Then it came to my mind I had no idea where I put my rolling pin. I needed that to flatten the clay. After some research in my kitchen, I came back with the only thing that could do the trick, my salt shaker. Now we all see it coming. The thing was perfect, good size, handy. I was proud I found that idea. But then bam! The cup broke and half of the salt shaker fell on my desk. At that moment I was just as salty as my clay. After laughing a bit and facepalming a lot, I cleaned the whole thing and I had to remove the tiny grains of salt in the clay. I also had to change my flattening tool. Hello, dear mug. Took me a while to get the form I wanted, especially since I'm not good in anatomy, but I managed to get a satisfying shape to work on. Sammy has a particular body shape and that was kinda weird to get. Nice booty, Sammy boy. The hardest part was to try not to destroy the details I made when manipulating the figure. I had to redo some of them a couple of times. Finally satisfied with the results. Now it's time to bake our little Sammy! There, now it's rigid. I polished it a bit, then I used varnish. The first layer was transparent varnish, but I was not satisfied with the result. The clay was not dark enough. So I mixed together some varnish and a bit of black ink to make black varnish. Forgot to record that part, but since I didn't need a lot of black varnish, I mixed the thing in a small Kinder egg. Yeah, you know, these yellow things and you can have a small toy inside. Well, it's perfect for keeping liquids such as varnish or ink, because it's impervious and it doesn't let the thing dry. You can also see in the background how much of a mess my desk is. Now that the body is done, it's time to make overalls. I used a piece of fabric I kept aside with no original purpose. It had the texture that I wanted and it was the only thing I could work with. Now, let me warn you. I have never sewed anything in my life, or almost anything. This was one of my first time using a needle. I'm actually kind of proud I didn't stung myself, because I'm really good at hurting myself while doing art, like burning my hand with hot glue or cutting myself with a scalpel. Anyway, I managed to sew these pants, and boy was I proud of the result! I added the braces, which were pretty fragile. One of them broke, I replaced it with a new one. I added details, and then it was time to draw some ink stains on the legs. And I am a stupid bean. I hated myself at that moment because I had spent so much time on these overalls and I just ruined it. Plus, I didn't have any fabric left. So, you know what? Let's be a shitty artist till the end. I used some toilet detergent to clean the ink because it was the only thing I could use at the moment. Of course, I put it in another Kinder egg. And it worked. Why? Science, karma, who knows? But I'm used to screwing everything up and then still managing to save it by using desesperated methods. Maybe one day I'll tell you more about that. The black stain was removed, but so did the yellow-brown light tone on the piece of fabric, so I dyed it in some tea. By the way, I want to thank my mom for this one because I'm not a tea drinker and I only have tea at my studio for when she visits. The mask was pretty easy to do, just some thick drawing paper, a black pen and a small string. Nailed it. After repainting the ink stains with a more appropriate paint, which I apparently forgot to record, I could finally contemplate the final result. Until the overbrace of the overalls broke. I didn't have any fabric left and it wasn't solid enough for the braces anyway, so I managed to find something else to replace them. The thing is not meant to be sewed and I don't have the good needle for that, but I managed to fix it. And the result looks better, even if it's less accurate. And here we go, the final result! Thanks for watching guys, I hope you liked that video. I'm not going with the like and subscribe thing, just do what you want. I'm going to be even less active till August because school is giving me less and less free time and I have selective exams coming really soon. And boy am I gonna die. So yeah, anyway, bye! So I mixed together, I am a French. I speak oui oui français la baguette le croissant.